Yeah, we are already online. Good evening, all of you. Good evening, friends, viewers, all participants at ALERTATHON. I hope you had a great day today, which marks the second day of the 5-day series of ALERTATHON 2020. So as feeds have been coming in, okay, enna neenga ipo warm up pandringa? It looks like you will go for another round.
Second day, I'm totally excited. Don't ask me why you just don't ignore all my actions today. I'm so excited.
Nice. So it looks like there's been a lot of feed coming in from all over the place, from locally in Chennai, from also across the world. So I'm so excited to learn what's been happening the entire day on ALERTATHON 2020. So Kay, why don't you give us some updates of what's going on the field?
All right. From the morning, I've been watching the HDOT platform. Wanted to see how many miles have been clocked. You remember the little bet that we had, Rajesh?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I think you're going to terribly lose that. Okay.
It's a good thing to lose, but how bad have I lost?
Oh, you're going to lose it by a huge. It's going to be like 10,000, 20,000 kilometers you're far away. So,
Woo, that's cool. That's cool.
yeah, I cannot stop laughing. It's been an exciting time. The last 2 days, we just started off very well with a modest number of runners and cyclists beginning the day yesterday. But I haven't seen the virtual platform. I'm going to switch over to the virtual platform and let's jump in and see what's going on, Rajesh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have my HDOT platform username and password, so I'm going to just log in. You can see that my running stats are already published here. I've done 16 kilometers of running. I did about 5K yesterday. I did about 24 kilometers of running and 1 kilometer walking just to complete all the three, Rajesh. And then today morning I decided to go for a 1 hour kind of run. So I did about 10 kilometers. But it's been a busy day engaging with the Bikes Foundation session that we had, and also caring for our participants, responding to some queries and solving some platform issues. But I'm just waiting. Again, I'm telling you the same thing. Yesterday, I did the same thing. I haven't cycled it, I haven't walked it, but I'm planning to go there. It's dark out there, but I have a safe place to go within my apartments. Let me quickly jump into the reports. Let's see, ALERTATHON. After I log in, Rajesh, it shows me an additional menu option for me where you can see that ALERTATHON participant report. Let's look at the number of people who have kind of recorded. There are 553 people who have already started sharing their stats. And I'm going to go to the event stats. 10,980 kilometers. That's for just little over 1 hour, 1 day. And yeah, this is technically half day because the Western countries have not woken up yet, Rajesh. So we've got 10,980 kilometers covered so far with 1,053 participants. They're already there in the HDR, but the numbers are really super awesome. There is a close contest between the run walk, the runners and the walkers. They've done about 5,500 kilometers, and then the riders neck to neck 5,400 kilometers. That's like unbelievable. And I see there is one person who has run maximum distance of 60 kilometers. So this is like simply incredible. And the maximum distance by an individual cyclist, can you guess what it is?
My guess has been way too off the mark yesterday. I hope I don't fail again today. So let me take a leap. So let's say it's about 100 to anywhere between 100 to 120 kilometers.
Oh, you're very close, Rajesh. This time you got lucky. 132 kilometers.
Oh
That's a lot
wow,
of mileage.
wow,
Okay.
wow.
So, Rajesh, what else has happened today? We wanted to go in the morning and talk about this, but for all good reasons, we decided to choose an evening slot so that we could also reach out to some of the friends in the Western countries, right? So, what else is happening, Rajesh? What else
So
happened today? Let's talk about the sessions that we did. And yeah, of course, I have a lot to share about the Bikes Foundation session, which is out there. It is already displayed. It's kind of published. It was a live session with all the bicycle mayors. So it was a really an awakening conversation to know how these guys are uh, fighting to reclaim the road so that all of us can cycle.
right, yeah, I did tune into that session, and it was way too interesting to know, and it's amazing effort by the Bikes Foundation to be wanting to bring about more taking to cycle, the kind of good it does to your health, the good it does to the society, the environment, everything. So I think it was a beautiful conversation that came out. I enjoyed it as a viewer, and some of the points, some takeaways definitely. So I'm going to leave that to you to summarize, because you were so beautifully hosting the session with the mayors, the cycling mayors. I'm going to talk about the second episode that we released today.
That's a learning module, right? The first aid learning module. I think that's one of the reasons why all of us are here.
Focusing on.
ALERTATHON is all about safety, first aid, and I'm glad that the second module was launched today. So, what was that all about, Rajesh?
The second module today focused completely upon the inhibitions all of us have when we go forward and help somebody, right? All of us want to do something. It's not that anybody is any less kind, or anybody is any low on compassion. But when you go forward and step, there are things that sort of add to your own fears, add to the inhibitions. It could be inbuilt, it could be cultural, it could be social, and also, of course, it could be because of the systems around. Will I be dragged to the courts? Will I be harassed by the police and all that in the public scene? Right. So today, the episode that we released is that's available on YouTube, in our channel, and also on both our Facebook handles at ALERTATHON and Alert, speaks about the how do we address our fears and inhibitions, and also throws a little more light into the Good Samaritan law and the salient aspects that protects every individual who is choosing to be the good Samaritan to go forward and help somebody in an emergency, whether it is road traffic accident or anything else. So we have called out those 5 different things that is protecting an individual, and also, of course, it's a right now because it is the law has given it, but along with it comes responsibility. And the next few modules that we are going to be launching in the next 3 days actually gets into what is it that you and I can learn and do, so that your reaction is not just a reaction, but it is actually a response, in taking the right kind of steps forward to choose when you choose to help a victim. So today, it was more about Good Samaritan law and its aspects. Okay.
Okay, Rajesh, that's pretty interesting, and I think the awareness is the key. We all know that laws exist to protect and safeguard the interest of every citizen in this country. The Good Samaritan Law is a great initiative. I have a very layman's question. This law is currently available throughout India, or is it like just in few states? Let's say if I have to respond to an emergency, do I need to know anything about it?
Okay, can you repeat the question for me? I slightly lost you there.
No, the Good Samaritan law is there to protect all of us. The laws exist in this country to protect all of us.
Right.
Do I need to know anything about it if I'm going and responding to an emergency? should I be carrying this law book with me, or is it like, do you think that there is a good amount of awareness in the legal system that they can come and help us? Anybody who's helping an accident victim are protected by this. Is it applicable to the entire Indian continent or only in few states? Just one question, Rajesh.
Yeah, no, it is applicable. The law is passed by the central government, and it is applicable for across India. It's a Good Samaritan Act, which is part of the Motor Vehicles Amendment Bill, where this in 2019 a lot of emphasis was given on road safety. So it is applicable for the entire nation. And to be, I know some of the salient aspects that we all should know. You do not have to carry a book, but you awareness is strength, information is strength, right? So for all of us to know that some of the key things that has been enabled and made us more empowered on this is that if at all you're going to go and help somebody, and if there is a harassment, or if there is you're being pulled into courts and or into fact that you do not have stuff and no civil and criminal liability against you, and you do not have to pay for the initial step hospitals. These were some major stoppers. So the law has come forward to make that easy for us. And if you ask me, yes, it is applicable across the country, but let us also know that the police is a state subject, right? When it comes to the police, the state governments, the home department of respective states, police is under their jurisdiction. So it is also effective if the state governments take the central law and also pass it in the state legislation as a state law. It makes it that much more mightier. And Karnataka became the first state to make that happen as of last year. And Alert is, of course, in that mission as well, to somehow work towards every state adopt it not only as a national law but also as a state law.
Okay. Oh, that's really nice to know. I think that's exactly the reason why we need a first aid training, right? So whatever Alert is doing in this space is not just helping us understand the nuances of first aid, but also educating our minds to understand how the law can protect. Rajesh, quickly, I would like to talk about the Ghetto fundraising campaign that we started. I would like to show a quick update on that. Just a minute. We have raised about 1 lakh and close to 400 rupees. There were 33 supporters, and it's really heartwarming to see that there are a lot of good souls are available to contribute to this cause of developing more first aid and emergency response trained citizens. So, as everybody who is watching this space, ALERTATHON, connected with this event, there is a parallel campaign that is going on to raise funds to support Alert NGO to train and develop. These are free trainings provided by Alert with a good intention. So this is one the cause that we are talking about. The cause is all about providing free training and empowering every single citizen, and also to train one person in every single family. So please visit the Ghetto Fundraiser Alert Voice page, and you can even contribute 1 rupee. It kind of, all these little tiny contributions is going to certainly help us generate this 3.75 lakhs, which is also going to be used to train 100 voices in this country. Okay, so with that, Rajesh, can we quickly talk about what's coming tomorrow?
Yeah, so tomorrow we are going to be one day closer to day after tomorrow. And what's day after tomorrow? It's World First Aid Day. And this entire Alertathon campaign is anchored around the World First Aid Day, to awaken ourselves, all of us, to the fact that we need to be trained and be prepared. So tomorrow we can expect some more action. We're bringing some special guests and having some sessions through the day. And also look forward to a fun-filled evening as well. So from tomorrow, it's actually going to get a little more warmed up, and look forward for a action-filled next 3 days actually.
Rajesh, we missed one important session, and that's something to do with musculoskeletal health. And I have lined up an interview with Dr. Praveen Kumar. So the subject we're going to touch upon is the musculoskeletal fitness in sports and exercise. So this session is going to start at 6 p.m. I'll be the host. Dr. Praveen Kumar comes with a huge amount of experience and knowledge in the sports sports medicine and sports related orthopedic subjects. So those who are watching us, please block your calendar. We've already made some announcements. Block your calendar, 6 p.m. tomorrow. We are having a great session with Dr. Praveen Kumar on musculoskeletal fitness in sports and exercise. So Rajesh, what is this fun all about? And everybody likes to talk about fun, and of course, what is fun in life? It kind of it depends on what we are all going to kind of enjoy, what we enjoy doing. For me, fun is running, cycling, walking, and also talking about saving life. I've dedicated this 1 week to completely soak into this subject and also promote this wonderful cause that Alert is doing. So, what is this fun that you're talking about tomorrow?
Yeah, so tomorrow I just also refreshed the agenda to also see that the third module is going to be released slightly earlier tomorrow, which will focus on the next immediate set of things that we think everybody should know. Common medical emergencies on how to handle simple bleeding and simple, if somebody were to have a fracture, what are those simple things that you will need to know to do. So that's getting released tomorrow. People can, all of you can watch out for that to come your way. And also, we are also going to be talking and speaking to a couple of volunteers in case of emergency who have actually handled real life situations. So after their training, they've had an opportunity. When we get trained, actually, none of us, even wish that somebody is in an emergency. But when it occurs, some of our voices have been there and they have actually made a difference to the situation. So we're going to be listening in to some of them talking to us about the real life experiences. And of course, the fun element, I would like to leave that as a surprise, but it's going to be more of move yourself a little more than just run, walk, and ride. Move yourself, and I anytime open for music. So you can expect some of these things. I'm going to hold that more as a surprise.
Oh, Rajesh, I like to give surprise, but I don't like to be surprised. Okay. Anyway, that's leaving that to you. Rajesh, I think we should kind of stop our conversation, because then I'm sure those who are watching are either waiting to bike or run or cycle or even walk. It doesn't matter. The sun is still kind of shining in some beautiful places. Those, who are looking forward to going for the run, we shouldn't be stopping them. Anyway,
Yep.
thanks, Rajesh. It was a wonderful chat conversation in the evening. Let's again go back to our business. I'm going to cycle, I told you, and then let's connect tomorrow.
Awesome, lovely. So day two by 5 is done, and over 10,000 kilometers already recorded. And I'm probably some are not on HDOR. I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, some probably, many not on HDOR. But then I'm looking forward. Probably, I'll be glad to be found totally wrong in my guess by the time we finish the 5th day.
Yes, Rajesh. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you. See you tomorrow, 2K. Bye-bye.